Hi, I'm Mike from Pitch Black, and this is
Paddy from Pitch Black.
And you're watching
Transmit TV. It was brilliant because it was the first time we'd ever come to Zagreb, first time to Croatia, here in Aquarius, and to come into such a great sound system, a great venue, and a great crowd who really got it. Probably, don't know how many of them had ever heard any of our music before, but by the end they were all cheering and shouting. So that's the best. That's the best feeling in the world, to play to people who've never heard you before and have it go over. It's great. We're running two computers which sit down inside our table, which we don't have to look at. They're running Ableton Live. One computer does 6 songs, the other does another six or 7 songs. And then I've got 2 MIDI controllers, 2 keyboard controllers, so I can move through scenes and jump around the arrangements. And then Mike has 2 mixing controllers, again just doing all the mixing inside Ableton. And he does a dub mix and mixes it up, and then we also have a third computer running some VJ software called Isadora, and Ableton Live sends MIDI to Isadora to trigger the video show. So as we move around scenes, the video show moves, and then Mike also feeds input into the video show so that the audio can change the video as well.
the video show is it sort of trails around behind the audio. So as we build the songs, the video computers being sort of given commands from the audio computers on where to go and what to play, and then on top of that we've also got a whole lot of ways of manipulating the video in real time, and sound sensors and filters and things that make the video change in sync with the music.
Is it difficult to do both video and audio mixing at the same time?
The reason why the video show trails around after the composition of the audio is because it's too hard to do both. I'd much prefer to have my main head in the dub mix and the other corner of my head just making sure the video show is working. In New Zealand, a lot of the music is influenced by dub, whether it's techno or house or drum bass or stuff. So there's plenty of artists making stuff. There's a strong dubstep scene and a really good drum bass scene. And there's quite a few bands playing live now, doing live electronic music. There's been a lull for a while with people mainly just dropping CDs and not taking their computers out, but that sort of changed. So it's a really good, healthy. We've got an industry and a scene in New Zealand now, so the music industry is very healthy at the moment.
Rhythm, Sound and Music is the remix album of Rude Mechanicals, our most recent album, and for one song we put it up on the internet, first in the Ableton forum and then in a few other places, and it was about 100 megabytes of 24 tracks of clips that would all groove together. So there was this whole sort of wide palette of people of sounds for people to choose from and go through for this song. And so we put it out there for about 3 months, and we ended up getting 35 remixes.
Now 50.
50. It's up to 50 remixes from around the world, and they were all sorts of styles, from ambient beatless stuff up to hard techno and psychedelic trance and hip hop and dubstep, everything.
A few people even sent our song back to us,
Yeah.
pretty much unmixed.
It was there was and also with a wide range of styles, there was also a wide range of experience. There were some people who were obviously just starting out, and all they really did was push the faders up around a little bit and send it back to us. And then there were people who completely changed it. Where are our parts? Are they in there? But and then we chose 2 for the album, and then we've also, so they're on with the other remixes, and then we've also putting out other ones as internet releases and things, making little EPs of styles that work together and things like that.
I once had a studio that had no windows. It was called Pitch Black Studios, and when Paddy and I first met, we did a track together under my old name, which was the Projector Mix, which was the idea of mixing video and audio together. And then we got a gig pretty soon after we met, and we had to come up with a name. And we were talking about all sorts of names. We were like, hey, the studio name's pretty good. So we
and
changed the name of the studio and called us Pitch Black.
yeah, and pitch and black. So pitch refers to the audio and black to the visuals. So it sort of speaks to our audio-visual thing that we do. I really like a lot of roots music, a lot of dub, old school dub. Right through to more modern digi stuff. But a lot of roots music and a lot of chill out music too as well. I like quite a bit of world music as well, and soundtracks and things like that. Stuff that sort of there's music that's good at creating mental pictures is what sort of turns me on.
And you, Mike?
I like streaming all sorts of stuff. I've just found a very low frequency space station that's just bringing in all the frequencies from outer space, and that's really nice to have it going in the background, all these pops and crackles and all sorts of stuff. So I'm always hunting
I think they'll
all the
choose
time.
you.
I of course I love the dubstep stuff because it's nice and slow and full of weird sounds and it's and stuff. So yeah, I mean for me it's hunting using different software packages to sort of hunt out music and let's leave it going in the background. And
I'm actually playing keyboards in Salmonella Dub now, have for the last sort of 2 years, and I've just finished producing a new album with them that's going to be out in New Zealand in November. It's a whole other different thing playing in a live band. For there's no sequences or anything for me. It's all live keys and triggering samples. So it's a nice change. Live drummer, no click tracks, nothing. Totally different experience.
And we've been doing remixes for other people, International Observer, the Layer project, which is a project that came out of post the tsunami in Asia. The group went round and recorded all the indigenous musicians and gave them instruments because a whole lot of them had lost them, and then they put out an album, and then they asked heaps of electronic artists to remix that record, and that'll be out soon. Who else have we done? We've done sort of 3 or 4, I think, remixes in the last 6 or 7 months as we
International Observer.
Getting ready to start work on a new album. So it's been quite nice to be in someone else's music space for a while.